Hey guys, what's up? I'm Onewiththestud and I'm currently working on the LEGO Movie 0.5. It's a fan film that I'm working on, based before the first LEGO Movie, aiming to be about 90 minutes long, which is going to take 65,000 photos, because I'm shooting at 12 FPS. But over the next few weeks, I thought I'd give you a little, a bit of a tutorial on how to improve your animations, or even just for beginners, how to begin animation. First up for this tutorial, you're going to need a base plate and some blue tack. Now let me grab the camera to show you what to do next. Next step is take your bit of blue tack and take 4 small blobs and put them on all 4 corners. You can also do one in the middle for good measure. So I'm going to do that as well. Then put your board on like that and press it down so it sticks to your desk or table or whatever you're using. You can also use tape on the corners, but I prefer blue tack because I go through too much tape otherwise. Next up, you're going to need a phone stand or some sort of stand. What I've done is built the simple model, which just sits my phone in, and then it connects. Yeah, and it sits on the base plate like that. So I'm going to show you how to build that real quick. How you build this is basically take some plates that will fit the size of your phone. I personally put this couple of front pieces along to hold the phone up. So then I just attach them like this all the way across, and then leaving a small space for the camera there. And then I've put jumper plates along there because that's the correct distance for my phone, and just build a wall of bricks that can be put along the back. And I personally tiled it off, but that's not needed. And my phone can fit in there, but some phones can't, so you'll have to adjust this design to your phone. And then I just put 2 bricks on the bottom like this for the height I want. Like so. And then you can just attach it wherever you want for your scene. So let's now talk about lighting setup. Now you've got your basic setup, you need to grab a minifigure. So for this video, we're just going to do a basic walk cycle. So let me go grab a minifigure. So then just place your minifigure on the screen. We're not going to build a background or anything. Then we're going to follow the simple steps to do a basic walk cycle. Personally, I use this walk cycle. It's pretty simple, and I'll upload a photo to a Google Drive that you can access. I'll leave a link in the description. So this is the walk cycle I use, but find one that works for you. But first, let's set up the lights. For this animation, we're just going to set up a light there. Then I've got another light there, although it would be better to have one a bit closer. You can just use normal desk lamps. So I'm going to go grab my other one, which I'm going to set up right there. So let me go do that. This is the lighting setup I'm going to be using. Ideally you want 3 lights, but I don't have a third one. But you'd have a third for like to separate the character from the background. But you could just do one. But you want to make sure you block out all natural light, like shutting blinds and things, because that will cause light flicker as the clouds go over the sun, blocking out the light between photos, like that. It goes like that between photos, so you get what's called light flicker. So you want some good with decent power source, try and avoid the light flicker. And then you want ideally 3 lights. I recommend LED because they don't get as hot, and that's pretty useful. Like this one's already getting hot and I've only just turned it on. So then let me show you, let me do a quick walk cycle and show you the result. So that was just a simple walk cycle that I've animated over the past like half hour maybe, if that. And it's pretty simple, and it's just following those images. I think I'll repeat it twice that I showed you earlier. And if you want to find another walk cycle and other content that I'll be uploading alongside these animation lessons, you can go down to the description and find a link to a OneDrive with different animation like materials for this like course, if that's what you're going to call it. So this animation, you can see in the background I don't have anything. Like normally you'd put like a building, or maybe even like I've got a notebook that sometimes I use as just a background, or you use something. But you don't have to have a background. It is nice because if you notice in my animation you saw a blinking light in the back left corner. That's from something in my room, which I couldn't help. So it is nice to have an enclosed set, but it's not needed. And next week we'll go into set building a bit more. Or maybe a few weeks later, because next week I'm thinking about doing jumps and things. If you're enjoying this series. So yeah, that's just the basic walk cycle, and it's something that we'll develop on over the coming weeks, including running, jumping, throwing, and other things like that, before getting onto car movement, which is actually relatively simple, fight scenes, and other stuff like that. This is also in collaboration with me working on the Lego Movie 0.5, which is a fan film that I'm making, which is aiming to be 90 minutes long, which means it's 65,000 frames. What I just showed you was about just over 12 frames, I think 15. And that was for 1 second. So yeah, and that took maybe half hour. And I'm intending having a lot of characters in some of these scenes, like 10 plus, maybe 100. Like, it can get big. And I know animation can take like a whole day to do 2 seconds, so it's gonna be a while. But if you want to find out more about that, go check out my Instagram. I post daily updates over there. But that's all we have time for in today's lesson. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll address them next week in Jumping into Life, the next part of the animation course. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and this is Onewiththestud signing out. Bye!